10 seconds.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
How dare you!
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore, your morning dose of creative conversation and coffee with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, Facebook famous YouTuber, and former mortician's assistant. Get ready to start your day off right.
And good morning. Welcome to the Monday, September 13th, lucky 13, 2021 edition of Nevermind the Furthermore. I'm your host, Brian K. Morris. Welcome. Hope you had a great weekend, one and all. We did. We'll tell you about it as the minutes pass, but we've got stuff. We've got not just one, but two package openings this morning. And I'm excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we'll do that after the bottom half of the hour here. So please stay tuned for that. And we'll tell you about our trip to the Windy City Pulp and Paper show. That was fantastic. Had a terrific day with my honey. And let's see what else. And we'll talk about tomorrow night, Clever Title Pending. Rebecca Westerman will be on. She's an author, an editor. I think she does some acting. She's a ghost writer too. And I think a lot of you might like to find out what that's all about. So please tune in tomorrow night. As I straighten up my sideburns, I just got out of the shower. And we'll be talking to her tomorrow night on Clever Title Pending at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central Time. But first of all, let's get the attitude of gratitude rolling here. And the first one we want to thank is Plasma Fire Graphics for sponsoring this show. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you. Yesterday, when I was at the book show, I hung around with a lot of authors. It was so inspiring. And you know what a lot of them talk about is how awesome their cover artists are. Well, if you want to brag about your cover for your book, then you definitely need to get a hold of Jeffrey Hayes, because he and Plasma Fire Graphics will put a great wraparound cover around your novel or your short story, novella, whatever, and also create graphics to help you sell it on social media, to say nothing of a beautiful book trailer, like such as the ones we have that will run at the end of the show. But anyway, please check out what he has on his Facebook page and at plasmafiregraphics.com. And that's where you can contact Jeffrey directly and get his rate card. He is very, very affordable. Trust me. We're using him, and so are a lot of your favorite writers. So please check out plasmafiregraphics.com. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, because it matters to your readers. Also, we want to thank our Patreon subscribers. Patreon is a monthly subscription service where you can directly help out your favorite creators. And in return, you get stuff. Oh my gosh, how you get stuff. And these are the wonderful people who help support me. And we hope that you'll check out what we have at www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. I've been a little, I won't say lazy, but I had a big editing assignment I had to get done. And so I kind of let I kind of said, well, I'll do the Patreon tomorrow. Well, we're going to make it up to you this week. So even if you just pledge $1, you're going to get some episodes of Every Blog Deserves a Name. Also, a couple days ago, we also allowed all the people to read chapter 1 of The Terrors, my brand new book that'll be coming out eventually. And it's going to have a cover from Plasma Fire Graphics too. It is beautiful. But anyway, please check us out on Patreon, www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. And also want to thank the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. We've got your entertainment covered 7 days a week. Daytime, nighttime, anytime, we got you covered. And some great shows happening over the weekend, and this week will be no exception. Later tonight, you're going to get to see Michaela Jade's Tidbits and Scribbles, where she's going to tell you how to level up your creative game and how to get your butt out of the job you are doing and into the job you love, which is creating. And she's fun, she's funny, and always insightful. So you check her out tonight, please. Also, check out our morning motivationals. They are really, really fun. Now, tomorrow morning, Ted Davies is still traveling around the left coast, and he won't be doing his shows tomorrow night, but tomorrow night, like I said, we'll have Rebecca Westerman on, and we'll be talking about her career. And please bring your questions, because she's got a lot of information, and you're going to want to pick her brain because she's awesome too. But anyway, like I said, at the bottom of the hour, we're going to start the package reveals, and I think you can guess who the first one is going to be, and it comes pre-licked. The spines are pre-licked. I hope they're still moist. Anyway, still moist. Speaking of still moist, let's talk to you guys and gals. Hope you're having a great morning. Teresa Dunn, first in the gate at 9:27. Everyone have a great week. You too, Teresa. And good morning, Nevermorians from the Historical Fencing Guild every Friday night at 8 p.m. Please check out his channel, and please subscribe to it too. Nick Tockard puts on an incredible show. And as the exciting weekend closes and a thrilling new week emerges, I hope you're doing very well indeed. Oh boy, howdy am I ever. Good time to talk about the Windy City Pulp and Paper show. I wound up getting a pile of books like this, stuff I've been looking for a long time, but I got to meet in person for the first time Gordon Domowski and Tommy Hancock of Prose Press, Will Murray, who I've been friends with for a long time, and he's been a big help with some articles I've done for Back Issue. It was good to meet him. Got his brand new book on The Shadow, which I'm really looking forward to getting into. Some great stuff from, speaking of great stuff, there she is, my darling. Ooh, to the last drop. Thank you. Appreciate it. Excuse me. I'm not allergic to this stuff, believe me. Excuse me. Sorry about that, folks. But anyway, no, I got to meet them. Got to talk again to Ron Fortier and Rob Davis, who will be in issue 3 of Pulp Reality. Got to represent Stormgate Press while I was there, and that was quite the honor. Andy Fix was terrific, along with the rest of the panel, where we talked about our favorite pulp writers and why. It was a lot of fun, and one year I'm going to show up for all 3 days. It's just a great time. And if you have any
spare time.
Say what, honey?
In your infinite amount of spare time.
Exactly, honey. That's why we take the typewriter with us, so we can get some of this crap done. And take you with me so you can get my crap done too. But anyway, and I got to introduce Cookie around, and everyone was thrilled with her, of course. And you're Cookie. Hi, Brian. Anyway, we had a fun time. From the moment we set foot in the parking lot to the time we left ever so reluctantly, we had a great time. Ready to hit the typewriter this week and hit it hard. We got a lot of things, and also we are still in the negotiating phase, but we may be doing another convention in January. We're already doing Saluki Con in January, weather permitting, of course, but we've got another one coming up, possibly deep south, and really looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Mid-South, that's right. We're Mid-South for that. But we'll have more information on that once everything gets firmed up on that. We had I can't say it was profitable because we did drop a bit of money. You got stuff. You do too. The thing was like Airship 27, Rob and Ron were there, and now here's the problem that some of the publishers faced, that a number of them couldn't get out last year to shows, and Ron and Rob were in the high. They're like me. They're in the high risk area as far as the COVID, the My Sharona Miley Cyrus goes. And so they opted not to do any shows last year. Well, that didn't stop the things from getting printed. And so they were having a blowout sale. And we got some real deals, did we not?
Yes.
Yes, we did. So Ron and Rob, if you're watching, thank you so much, Rob. And Tommy, thank you so much. It was such a joy to meet you at last. You are an incredible fun guy. And Will Murray, always a pleasure, sir. And what?
Aubrey.
Oh, and Aubrey. Yes, that's right. Aubrey. He's fantastic. Yeah, we're Joe Dog McKeel, if you're watching, let's just say I'm going to be moving from HoloCon to another one, just very similar to that. They were telling me about all the food and the drinks I'm going to have. And the fact that I like to drink doesn't scare them off at all. But anyway, and having just blinked and seen how my first scrambled I am in search of covfefe. That I got mine, sir. Nick, I hope you find your covfefe soon. We got the fog lifter this morning from Fresh Time Supermarket, so it's good stuff. And good morning to you, Carl Witzman. Good to see you, sir. Hope you had a great weekend and got more on Nick. Yes, Nick is speaking in the language of his people from Mars. But anyway, I need that, and so nothing wrong at first, so I better get some coffee too. Yeah, that was stretching my ability to translate autocorrect, which apparently in Nick's case isn't working. And hello to Donna, Carly, mwah. And Carl and Donna, it's so great to see you guys in the green room Friday. Such a good time as always. And good morning to you, Grant Lankert. Hope you and Angie had a super weekend. Oh yeah, another thing we got to do afterwards, we went to a German restaurant. There's no German restaurants I'm aware of in Lafayette, and damned few of them in Indianapolis. The closest really great one we go to is one in Columbus, Ohio, but we went to one in Frankfort, Illinois that we haven't been to in probably 15 years, if not longer. And Chef Klaus, OMG, Chef was on his game yesterday, let me tell you that. And we got enough. That's what we're having for lunch this afternoon, the remains of yesterday's glorious meal. So anyway, it was a lot of fun. And we took the back roads to get there. It took about 50% longer, but it was also less stressful. I'm finding there's a lot of super speeding going on the interstates, and I'm like, I don't need to get there that quickly. But we got to drive by some places and say, okay, we got to check that out next time we're in town. It was a really good time. Beautiful trip. And Carl Westman says, I hope that Michaela comes by and tells us how she did the Pekin Marigold event. She said it was her best event so far. Well, that's great. Yeah, I'd like to hear about that too. And it's pretty close to her, so good for her. So, and if you're wondering who Michaela is, it is this gal here. We love her. And don't forget, tonight she has tidbits and scribbles that you'll definitely want to check out. So check her out.
Secrets, trust, worth. The bond between souls intertwined within otherworldly intrigue. Michaela Jade brings forth the Elite Warrior series, a collection of dark fantasy romance novels set in a twisted world where power lusts in the hearts of men and devotion seduces the souls of women. Warrior's Secret, Warrior's Trust, and Warrior's Worth. Available now at authormichaelajade.com.
check out the fantastic work of Michaela Jade. She's an incredible author, and you'll see her tonight on Tidbits and Scribbles at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central on the Rising Tide Network. Please check out her page, and please subscribe to her page. And while you're at it, please subscribe to mine if you have not already. We have a YouTube challenge going on, and we're on target to complete it. If we can get 1,100 subscriptions by the end of Halloween night, I will do a 12-hour Nevermind the Furthermore on the following Friday, because I will need Saturday to recover. But it'll be a great time. We will have guests, a lot of great guests on there, and also probably some giveaways. So please check it out. We'll celebrate my 1,100 subscribers on YouTube, bringing entertainment to you all the time. And anyway, I hope we do hear from Michaela. And Donna, Carly, Carlene, we need to up our game, guys. Friday, we were so few and so quiet. Not only was Brian caught up on the comments, the show ended 35 minutes early. That's enough help out of you, Donna. That could become a habit, and I don't mind it. I get to drink more coffee. And morning, all. Happy Monday, Brian. Hope all is well. Jody McPhee from the desk of the Small Press Publisher every Saturday night at 10 p.m. Another great show on Saturday. Please check out this guy's channel, and please give him some subscription love, too. He deserves it, more than deserves it. But yeah, we had a super time in Lombard, Illinois, at the Windy City Pulp and Paper show. And I publicly would like to congratulate Joe D. McPhee from the desk of the Small Press Publisher. His comic, what is it, AWS Superstars, I believe it is. Please put in a link to your Eggs and G Studios site, please, Joe. Anyway, it has been nominated for 2 categories in the Indie Volt Awards. I'm so proud of you, Joe. Well done, sir. Well done. And Carl Witzman says, may have to go and sign up ourselves for next year. Yeah. And it was a good time, Carl. It really was. And Donna, I was off doing humanitarian aid, so I was no help. Well, and I appreciate your humanitarian aid, but you did come back and give us a like, and thank you for that. And if you haven't given us a like yet on Facebook, please do so. It does help us be more visible in the algorithms, and it pisses off Mark Zuckerberg. What could be better? He fears this show. Also, if you're on YouTube, please give us a thumbs up if you enjoy any part of the show, and please subscribe, like I said. And it's because I wasn't here, Donna. See? You're not here, Grant. Things just go to hell. And Sarah, good morning. Just listening today. Sarah, mwah. Hope today goes well for you. Good luck later on. And Sarah will be accompanying me at SI Comic-Con this coming Saturday at the Benton, Illinois Community Center. It's a really, really nice show. Last time we had a blast, and we're expecting the same. Amy Hale will be there, Kathy Jackson, Matthew Jackson, Jackie Nelson, whole bunch of great creators will be there. Please come see us. I will have reorders on the original Skyman Battles the Masters theme and Pulp Reality 1 and 2. From Stormgate Press. So please come see us. We've got some, we're running low on issues of the Haunting Tales of Bachelors Grove, so better get those. We'll also have all 3 issues, plus a variant or 2 of the Zombieful World of Oz by Eric Hawkins, which I edit. So please come see us. It will be fun. And everyone's saying hello to each other. Ace Bonnie, good to see you. What did the coffee addict say to his doctor? I don't have a problem with coffee. I have a problem without it. Good morning, all. And Cookie's grinning in the other room. And amen. That's right. Yeah. It's like when I worked at the water company, Ace, I had my own pot of coffee in my office because the break room's coffee maker, I told him this just doesn't cut it for me. It's too weak. And I actually decided I was going to cut off any sort of protest of my having my own coffee maker. And I went to the head of the state of Illinois in American Water, the head of Illinois American Water. And I asked if I could have a coffee maker in my own office. And she's like, oh yeah, no problem. And so anytime anyone objected, I said, I got the big boss of the state to say I could. So y'all just off now. Pay for that 7-second delay for kids. It'll help you a lot. But anyway, so yeah, I tell people I don't drink coffee for my own benefit. I drink it for the benefit of the people around me, and they're glad I get it. Yeah, and there was a nice Starbucks in the hotel yesterday. And I want to post some pictures later. But Harry Carey, Illinois people, Cubs fans will know who Harry Carey is. Holy cow. But anyway, he has a very nice steak and seafood restaurant there. Never been in there. I do want to make that trip one day. But that was there at the Westin. Really nice shopping center nearby. Place, with all the high rises and everything. It looks like that area of Los Angeles with all the hotels and business offices from the 70s where they used to film all those science fiction shows, Anyway, but no, we had a great weekend and hope you did too. And muting until 9 seconds. And you were missed, Grant. You were, Grant. We carried on without you, though. And everyone saying hello to each other. And she's still here. She's just listening. And Donna must be angry at me. So I will do this. Hey, Donna from the Decimal Small Press Publisher. Brian, says Glenn B. Fleming. Glenn, how are you, my friend? Glenn has got a really cool project that he's got going that will be coming out soon. I saw you haven't DM'd to me. I haven't had time to look at it yet. But Glenn's project looks something like this.
When they mined an area, they put down yellow tape right across that line. See? And if you walked on the wrong side of that yellow tape, you blew up.
Strange Tales 136. I remember it very clearly, and that was my first exposure to Kirby. And I wanted to show it to people.
Definitely check it out. If you're interested in the history of comics, Jack Kirby is the history of comics. So please check it out. That's coming soon from on Indiegogo. And Glenn B. Fleming, I'm excited for it. We can't wait to help you get that going. And Carl Wisman says, Donna's not quite awake yet, Joe D. None of us are, I don't think. And I woke up early today and ready to tackle the day. I get fired up after a show like Windy City Pulp and Paper. And I'm going to talk to Charles F. Milhouse about... maybe he needs a table up there. I think Rising Tide may need a table up there, too. And Brian Rodman, good morning, my fellow Brian and Nevermore. I wonder what could be in one of those packages. Oh, I don't know. I'm sure you're as excited. I'm sure you know what's in this one. Anyway, looking forward to opening another 6 minutes-ish. And John B. Pike, happy Monday, friends and foes. My friend, I am so glad you're here. Hope you had a great weekend, John. JohnPica.com. Also check out Back of the Cereal Box Network on Facebook and especially on YouTube. And please subscribe. And while you're at it, please subscribe to my channel because it helps me and makes me happy. All your listeners can find his work there on Amazon.co.uk. He is also on the American version of Amazon. Please check both of them out. The postage will be a lot cheaper if you order on the American one. And he's got a plethora of amazing, amazing publications. Very, very well educated, very learned man. And you know what? It just occurred to me last week when I was guest host on the Truthmongers. I could run the Truthmongers while Ted is doing his business vacay. And I didn't think to ask. So anyway, Glenn gets a couple weeks off, but please check out the Truthmongers Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network on Ted Davies Artistry. Please subscribe to that channel. And also check out the back issues of that one, too. It is super. You'll love it. And Skunk Rocker, good morning to you. Oh, and we just got A whole bunch. Oh, my comment got some love from Michaela Jade. Anyway, and there's a Schrodinger's Cat premiere and a new Ultraman. We'll be seeing you guys later. The show's over. But anyway, no. We have got to talk to, okay, let me get a couple comments, then we'll get to our special guest star. Ghostwriter, she writes about ghosts. Just kidding. A lot of trust goes into ghostwriting. Your words and style must mimic the original writers. Yeah, I know 2 people who have done ghostwriting, and I find it fascinating. You're right. It's basically tailor-made words, where someone might have an idea or maybe just want to increase their output, and so they mimic the style of the person they are working for, or they have to follow certain guidelines as far as what the story is and everything. But no, I'm looking forward to Rebecca, and she's a lovely lady. We met about 2 years ago. Yeah, it was 2 years ago at the Imaginarium in Louisville, Kentucky, and we've been friends ever since. And she's a lovely lady, and she's so creative, so funny. You guys and gals, you're gonna love tomorrow night's show, so please join us. We will be live for that. And anyway, Donna Carlene says, "Hey Joe, not angry, just not paying attention. Sorry." And anyway, we are going back to the one, the only, the fabulous Skunk Rocker. And okay, what's yanking my chain today? Where do I start? Someone called out. Truck was 2 hours late today. No one called any of the stops to let them know deliveries would be delayed. And Saturday shift didn't pick up empties at their shops, and there was some other drama I haven't even been told about, yet I can just hear my boss screaming. So yeah, typical Monday morning. I'm so sorry, dude. Hopefully we can make the next 90 minutes or so better. And from that, some small press publisher, no worries. People don't pay attention to me most of the time. I'm sorry, who were you again? No, anyway, no. Again, congratulations to Joe D. McPhee for 2 nominations for the Indie Volt Awards. Very happy for Varian Grant and Randy Zimmerman and the Indie Princess Lola. And that's gonna be a fun show. I'm looking forward to seeing that. And Keisha Acuff, and Facebook must be on your side today because they're telling me who you are. Hello, beautiful people. Hello, beautiful lady. Mwah. Please check her out. She does some occasional stuff for the Rising Tide Broadcast Network, and as well as Back of the Cereal Box. She and Willow Schuyler do a great new show called Cryptid Crunch. You will want to see it because it is excellent, because it has Michaela and Willow on it. So, and we just had the comment dump. Yeah, here we go. This makes sure we have a long show. Anyway, wow, Skunk, says Carl Witzman. I guess all businesses are having issues getting any workers, let alone finding good workers. Yeah. Same thing here in Indiana. In Indiana is our employment situation is such that if you can pass a drug test and just show up, you've got a job. A lot of places are hemorrhaging workers right now, and I do place part of it. It doesn't sound. People are saying, "Oh no, you can't blame it on that." I do blame it on extending the stimulus. And granted, a lot of places are hurting right now, but the problem is when people at the ground level don't show up for work. That's part of the supply chain, which impacts a lot of people. For instance, I found out that the docks in Los Angeles, where they bring in shipments from like Asia, they are so backed up that they just don't have time to put like those little railroad car things back onto the ships to fill up again when they go back home, when the ships go back home. And of course, that limits the amount they can ship back over. But the thing is, they don't have enough workers to run the cranes and everything, and to unload the cars and move the product, out so that we can get more stuff. And that's part of why your cars are more expensive now. I read last week that we've had a wood shortage. And it happens a lot when you get older, but we have a wood shortage that is impacting construction and repair of homes. And now that may extend to paint, because there are certain elements that need to come in from elsewhere, and they're just not getting where they need to go. So if you don't have a job, get a damn job. And there's plenty of them to be had. I'm serious. Historical Fencing Guild, whatever happened to Aquatic Love Beneath the Waves? It is still being worked on. We have also Volcana 2 that we want to get done, and we also have the Terrors. The Terrors is a serialized book that my Patreon subscribers, pardon me, have gotten to read. I think I just published the 19th chapter. We are more than halfway done. I think I had something like 28, 29 chapters, so we've got a few weeks to go. But we're going to print another one of that this week, I think, and catch up on that. So, and then what Aquatic is going to require some rewriting, but it means I'm going to have to scrap about an uncomfortable number of pages. But when I do, I'm going to print the other things in Patreon, so people will get to see what those chapters look like. So anyway, it will be happening, Nick, I promise. And from the desk of the Small Press Publisher, still feeling blessed, was not expecting the nomination despite sending in submission. If I win either one of the categories, I will be happy, and it will help with promoting. Hey, dude, you are still a nominee. Milk it. I think, if I remember correctly, Varian has some graphics you can use that you put on things. Put it up in the corner on your channel that you are an Indie Volt Award nominee. Dude, that, how many times have you seen so and so Academy Award nominee? They can't, no one can take that away from you now, Joe. Use it, and use it to your advantage, young man. And the artwork of Bill Sarton, who has been put on notice as of last Saturday night, because he blabbed about his vile intentions for this show. So we're watching you, Bill. A magical Monday morning to the caffeinated Fezman and all the merry Monday Morians. Count your God-given blessings and pass them forward. That's how you get the payment back, sir. Hope you had a great weekend, Bill. Glad to have you here. And hashtag bring Cookie home. Hey, that's another thing. Cookie may be going back to work today. We don't know. She's going to go in and see if they have a job that she can do, basically with just her right hand, and shut up, people. Someone is no longer here to support that kind of jokes, and he could get some company. But anyway, Rick Bradley says, good morning, Nevermornings. Good morning to you, sir. Looking forward. I'm hoping I'll see you Saturday at the SI Comic Con in Benton, Illinois, at the Benton Community Center. That's going to be a good time. And I will be there with the lovely Sarah. So she will be my booth babe. So, and maybe we can get Jackie Nelson to be my booth babe again, too. That worked out well. And Molly Daniels, good morning, all. I had a nice, restful weekend. A successful autumn on Maine Friday night in Vincennes, Indiana. I sold 8 and Nancy 5, plus had 2 repeat customers. Excellent. Well done, Molly. Very cool. And thank you, Ryan Permison, for sharing the show. Please share the show, if you would, so that other people can see the freaks you hang out with, and of which I am one, and they'll be jealous. They're still jealous, I know. So definitely bring them into the loop, make them an Evermorian. And I am still here, Carl. Teresa Dunn's watching. Look out. And artwork of Bill Sarton says the bird's a word when you subscribe to Syndicat's snazzy jazzy newsletter at CKOEPP.com. It is truly something to tweet about. And see, it's good news that Teresa's still here. Molly Dales and had someone come by and tell us vendors like you are much appreciated at events downtown. Well, that was cool of them. I did a couple of, well, this would have been 2019. I did some dates with Tracy Rosa downtown Lafayette, and I don't remember anyone from the Chamber of Commerce coming by. Well, maybe one time, but they didn't come by and say, well, we appreciate you being here. You could have done a lot of stuff, but you chose to come down here. Didn't do much. I don't think I sold more than 5 books all summer down there. Got to hang out with Tracy. That was fun. We ate a lot of pizza. That was about it. And Ryan Purmison says, good morning, Nevermorians. How are you? I'm doing well. Good to hear, young school person you. And check out the latest episode of the podcast Talking Movies at Anchor FM, episode 115, because 114 weren't enough. And Grant Lankard, please check out a sample of my next comic book. It's a horror anthology called Memoirs of the Morbid. You can get a free sample at monarchpublishing.net. Sign up for that newsletter. It is good stuff. And I'm proud to say I'm going to be part of that issue with my old friend Claudio Adriano. And in fact, we're working on a science fiction script right now, kind of science fiction noir sort of thing. And we'll let you know where that lands. We know we've got a home for it already. And Ryan Permison, subscribe to the Nerd Culture channel today for great nerdy content featuring trivia, interviews, and TV news, video games, and more. How do you like it? How do you like it? You'll get it at Nerd Culture channel. That's how. And in case you missed it, check out the latest episode of And I Quote with author Aaron Casey on YouTube at that address there. Check it out. It's always a great show. And I Quote is every Saturday at noon on the Hang Up Web Show Network. And please check out Erin Casey. She will be doing another Imagine Other Worlds with authors in November. It'll be a virtual con again. But that's coming up soon. We'll have more information, and I will be a part of it. And Grant's free sample. Oh, yeah, for the National Small Press Publisher. I'm fighting not to say things like that. And I'm currently reading Neurosis by Amy Hale, says Ryan Permison, and it's great so far. Go to AuthorAmyHale.com for your next great read. And I agree. And Brian Rodman says this weekend was just a whirlwind of productivity for the Rodman household. While Robin and our good friend Sarah were rocking it at Lexington Comic and Toy Con, selling all the things, I was hiding from the COVID monster at home, pumping out comics. That's the way to be, young man. Way to be. I don't have a staff yet. I can't send somebody on my wake. I must fix this. And Brian Rodman continues. First of all, we doubled the amount of followers for our Kickstarter campaign for Memoirs of an Angel 8. And you can join the party at that address there and get ready for the launch on October 1st. And secondly, we announced my brand new Patreon exclusive series for all ages called Princess Warriors. I am collaborating with my 3 nieces to bring you all a fantastic and fun new series about 3 sisters who must rescue their parents, the king and queen of Kralak, from the Mad Mog, the Mean, who resides through the forests of fright and over the mountains of misery. It's Hilda meets Adventure Time. Go to patreon.com/Brian Rodman and sign up at any level to catch this ongoing upcoming series. I'm on there, and I will get to read it, and I will read it happily. Happily, I tell you. And Ryan Purviston, hope you all had fun at conventions this weekend, sold tons of books. Well, I went there just to network and to say hello to some people and to buy books. I did tell Cookie I came up with a list, and I actually got everything that was on my list. I was very happy. I wanted to buy some from Prose Press, some from Airship 27 because I love their work, and got to hang out with some people. And some of these people may show up on Clever Title Pending when we return following our hiatus. So Grant Laker says, you shop at Fresh Time. That's where Angie works. Yeah, you mentioned that the other day. Yeah, we shop there frequently. They have the Fog Cutter coffee. We love it. It and
Cherry too.
oh yes, and Michigan Cherry. We love Michigan Cherry. And those, along with Tim Horton, are our favorites. And Tim Horton, we will be visiting the Tim Horton on the last weekend of this month when we go to NonCon, which is going to be at the Pottstown School in Middletown, Ohio. Looking forward to that a lot. It's going to be a lot of fun. Carl and Donna will be there, along with Amy Hale and Molly Daniels and Charles F. Millhouse and his lovely wife Marianne. We're just going to have a good time down there is what it is. We're going to eat a lot and just hang. And Jeffrey Hayes of Plasma Fire Graphics, glad to have you here, and thank you for sponsoring this episode, and hope you all had a great week at plasmafiregraphics.com. That's where, and good morning to you, my friend. Hope you are doing well. Heard your name pop up several times yesterday. Always, your ears should have been burning. All good, brother, all good. And wait, that caffeine hits the soul. That means it's brewed properly. And Molly Daniels says, you need to come to Southern Indiana. The Schnitzel Bank in Jasper is amazing. Cookie. Jasper, Indiana. There is a place called the Schnitzel Bank.
Okay, where's that compared to here?
It's in Indiana. I'm doing a live show, honey. I haven't had time to look it up.
Well, you're supposed to have people that can do that for you.
You're my people. You're my people. I'm writing it down, Molly, so Cookie can look it up later. Schnitzel Bank.
It's Ireland.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's a lot of help, isn't it?
231 and 164.
Okay, I know where 231 is. And is it State Route 6? Oh, is it Interstate 64?
No, 164.
Oh, 164. I'm sorry. It's got to be someplace close to near French Lick, which I don't know where that is either. But anyway, we'll look it up later, honey. Road trip.
It's
Yeah.
next to Louisville.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
Well, Brian and Robin, we may.
Evansville. It's between Louisville and Evansville.
Oh, so about halfway, maybe?
Yeah.
That's not bad. Sounds like a road trip to me.
Explains why they have the Amish at Amish buffet on way to Evansville.
Well, we got to hit that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you, Molly. Thank you very much. And congratulations to everyone on new projects starting up or being completed. Thank you, Ryan. And we're looking forward to some writing out of you, young man. Looking forward to it a lot. And ooh, we have an excellent German restaurant in Northern Kentucky called the Hofbrau House. OMG, so good. It makes this fat kid happy. Yeah, and there's another one in Columbus in their Germantown section, Schmidt's Meat House. And it is fantastic. It is an amazing, amazing place. I wish they put the buffet back. But yeah, it's like protein porn down there. It is really, really a great place. So yeah, I'm digging this. Carl Westman says the Gas House in Evansville, Indiana, is also great. Ooh. Oh, we have been there. We did go there a couple times, Carl. That was great. We want to go to that Amish buffet that's at the intersection of I-64 and State Route 41. We've driven by it dozens of times, but we've never been able to stop, usually because we've eaten at the Gas House, or it's like 2 a.m. and I'm coming home from a show. And those people aren't awake at that time. Can you imagine that? I think it's very rude of them. But anyway, no, thank you for your recommendations, folks. And this one is on Route 45, just a few minutes south of I-80, in Frankfort, Indiana. The easy way for you, Carl, would be to go 74 to 57 to State Route 30. Then head west on there to hit 45, or you can join up on 45 at the north side of Bourbonnais. But anyway, 45, and it's on the right hand side of the road. It's inside a shopping complex, and it is just north of just south of a greenhouse, house decoration place. If you hit the greenhouse, you've gone too far, but only by about 0.3 of a mile. But anyway, no, great stuff. I'm getting hungry now. Hey, all, let's remember to keep Kathy Jackson and Luke Stone in our prayers. They are both going through some major health scares. Yeah, poor Luke. Well, actually, we got a progress report on Luke over the weekend. He is being allowed to sit up now. And last I heard, unless something's changed for the worse, his wife Beth said that the doctors are in the process of weaning him off of the anesthetic. He's been basically kept unconscious while he's on the ventilator. And in case you don't know, he has pneumonia after contracting the COVID-19. So please keep him in your prayers. And Kathy is having women's problems, let's say. And I believe she's been very forthright about that. So, but anyway, yeah, they are both having some serious issues. And Kathy, Luke, we pray for you every night, man. We love you too. And look forward to many years with you on the road and elsewhere. Ryan Permis, and I own so many of your shirts that I might as well be a walking billboard for Plasma Fire Graphics. Not that there's anything wrong with that. See, Ryan, you know your place in life. It's a good lane to stay in. And I'll have to remember that, Carl. And sorry, Gersthaus. I thought it was something like that. But yeah, it's a really nice place. Last time I went there, though, they were kind of Americanizing their menu. I'm like, no, don't do that. And ooh, I shiver every time I hear Michaela's ad with skunks. Wonderful voice. Oh, yeah. And Molly Daniels takes note of the spelling. Good idea. And I sold quite a few books at my family reunion. Of all places, they were all pretty excited for me. Well, good. Rick, that's great news. I'm so happy. And just be careful, Molly. If you order the beer, don't get the fishbowl unless you are not driving. Cool. And congratulations. Thank you, Ryan. And Phil Thompson, you get trick-or-treaters on Halloween. No, we don't. a lot of times we like driving around and looking at how the houses are decorated for the holiday. So we generally don't do that. And thank you, Ryan Permisson. We are working on bringing Cookie home. And Molly Dale says, I don't order fishbowl anything. Well, then we will have to take you out and we'll be good about it. And eggsandgstudios.com, where you can order Jody McPhee's books. They are excellent. And also like Amazonia and AWS Superstars. Also, please check him out on Comixology because he's awesome, and he is a nominee, 2-time nominee for the Indie Volt Independent Comics Awards. This is an award unlike a lot of BS awards that have been around for the last couple of years. This one is actually good. In fact, there's going to be a live broadcast. Randy Zimmerman may have to wear a shirt and button up the collar and wear a tie and stuff. It's going to be electric. It's going to be great. And Russ Leach has also gotten 3 or 4 or 5 nominations. Of course, like Joe, he's an incredible talent. So anyway, AWF Primetime Saturday Night is nominated for Best Ongoing Series and Best Graphic Novel. Wasn't even expecting it after I submitted. Well, good for you. And the nice thing about this, unlike other lesser awards, this one is actually based on, they have a panel of experts who look over the work and they then pass it up to see if it's worth being nominated on. Or whether it's worth getting an award. So, Joe, good work, my friend, good work. And I'm still on the waiting list for the Benton, Illinois show. Well, it's happening this Saturday. It will be mask required because Illinois has just we had to wear masks at the show yesterday because Illinois has finally toughened up their COVID stance, and it's about time. Anyway, and my work gets overshadowed at times. Yeah, it happens to all of us, man. But you got through, and this is pretty prestigious, I would say. And also it's being sponsored by Harry and David's, I think it is. And all the money that you had to pay to get considered. But all the money went to Autism. Was it Autism Speaks? I think it is. It's a very, very worthwhile charity. And Molly Dales, congratulations. So does mine. So Molly Dales, welcome to my world, kids. And Michaela Jade, hey there, guys. I'm super tired today. Send some good juju my way. Always, sweetheart. Check her out tonight on Michaela Jade's Tidbits and Scribbles on Michaela Jade's YouTube channel. Please subscribe to it. And then subscribe to mine because I got to stay ahead of her. But anyway, we have delayed long enough. And I'm going to keep my finger over this. Who do you think this belongs to, huh? Who do you think? It is from The Art of Brian Rodman. And look, Sarah, it has pre-licked spines. So let's check out Brian's package here for a moment if we can. And ooh, there's goodies in here. Oh wow. Oh man. Let's see. Okay, let's put that there. And ooh. Oh my goodness. Anyway, first thing we have here is, he taped her shut too. Good for you. I just ruined the tape. Oh well, that's cool. Anyway, it is the very first issue of The Nebulizer, his brand new comic. And I am so excited. Oh, and thank you for signing it, Brian. Thank you so much. But Robin didn't sign it. I mean, I want the real superstar here. And oh my God. Oh man. I've been seeing your art. Look at that, folks. Does that not look beautiful? Look at that color. Look how it makes oh my gosh. Oh, good work. Such good work. I may just say screw the rest of the show and just read this morning. Wow. And there's this. Oh man. This is so good. This is looking. Oh my God. This one thing here with the buzz, Eric will like it. Eric Hawkins will like it. You guys, the sound effect. That, you can't really see it on the screen, but that just jumps off the page. That is a good choice of colors. And I got to wait till 2022 for the next issue. Now, that's not fair. Talk about building up my hopes. And let's see if I know the people that supported you. Russell Allen. Probably know more of these than I know. Let's see. Who else? Rick Bradley, good man. I think you got yours already, maybe. Lewis Bright Raven, very cool. Wow, you got a bunch of names here. J.D. Calderon, John Celestri, yes. Ray Kaufman. Let's see here. Ted Davies Artistry, we know them. And Dirk Manning, very cool. Stephanie Menard, who edited this. Meredith Logren. Nita Lanning. I know a Wendy Lambert in Danville, but I doubt it's the same one. Andy Shaggy Cordy, Cindy Kep, CKOEPP.com. Check out her new her great website. And let's see who else we got here. I think I know Jason Kane. Brian Hawkins, yes. And Captain Hawkins, would that be Mr. Pornsack? Clyde Hall, excellent. Jim Hayes, yeah, I know him. Let's see here. Reading people I like too. Day One Comics, well, good. In fact, I'm writing a story for Day One Comics right now. Jody McPhee, excellent. Lisa Malone of Malone Management. Brian K. Morris, who's that? Chad Nuss. Let's see. The real Jim Shamus lady. Oh, cool. That's funny. Carl and Diana Rodman, George and Linda Rodman. Very, very cool. Let's see here. Jeremy Woodring, of course, of the Dastardly Dingoes. Oh my gosh. Oh, and look at this. Look at this big ad for two of my favorite shows, Comic Book Spectrum and the Dastardly Dingoes podcast, which, by the way, is coming to the Rising Tide Broadcasting Network in October, starting the first Tuesday in October. Please check that show out. You will be greatly amused. And speaking of greatly amused, I also got the Seth the Moose variant cover. That is lovely, lovely, lovely. I'm loving this, Brian. You did such a good job on it. And the three of us ought to review this on Thursday night if we all got our copies and see if we can put Brian through the torments of hell, wondering if we liked it or not. But yeah, this is beautiful. I signed this one too. Thank you, Brian. And there's a picture of you eating a donut. What could be better? But yeah, this is fantastic, dude. Fantastic. I so love this. And also, we got a little bag o' swag in a resealable pouch here. I like these bags. See if I can do this destroying things. There we go. Yeah, see, opening it up. Little tiny bag. Little tiny bag. And we got a print here of the nebulizer. Look at that. That is beautiful. That is totally beautiful. Is that Eric's? Or is that yours? Anyway, we'll find out. I'm sure you'll tell me. It's been so long since I played it, I don't remember. Anyway, and what else have we got? Oh, we got other stuff. Oh. We have the business card. Oh, nice QR code. It's a nice QR code. Look at that, huh? For the Dastardly Dingoes, and of course, the art of Brian Rodman, and a chibi of the nebulizer. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you, Brian Rodman. This was glorious. This was, you don't know how much I was straining to not open this already, man. I really wanted to tear into it. Now we have a second container here. Let's throw that on the floor. And I do know who this is from. And anyway, I'm going to see, is she here? Is she here? Is she here? Is she here? I'm checking. She's not here yet. So we're going to hold off on this. We're going to hold off because I know who that is. And I think she would be gratified if I opened it while she was here. So anyway, Michaela Jade, send your love to Michaela, because she'll love you right back for it. And also Historical Fencing Guild. I am proud / impressed with how hard Jody McPhee has been working on the AWF RPG. He is really upping his art game. He's a fantastic artist to begin with and a great writer. So yeah, he's doing so good, and it's paying off, Joe. This is where the payoff starts to come. And there she is. I was about to I need inspiration. Morning, Michaela. And check out Michaela's morning motivation. She'll get you off your ass and up to creating. And have you recovered from your car talking to you, Michaela? Asked Molly Daniels. And no, Molly, I swear I had to change my panties. Ooh. This is, there's the thing called too much information. This is not it. Let's hear more about this, Michaela. And Carl Weston, oh yes, the Harry Carey restaurant is great. Had to stay at that Weston once. Yeah, it's a nice place. The only thing I don't like is that the men's room is like way down this one hall. It's like Girls, you got it easy. You know what I'm saying? Back in my days, we had the men's room up front because we were running things, but now we don't run nothing. So there. And y'all get off my lawn. But no, it was a great time, Carl. You and Donna would enjoy it anyway. And Molly mocks me with her laughter. And happy Monday Nevermore. It's Bobby Nash. Good to see you, sir. BobbyNash.com. And we were talking nice things about Bobby too on the panel yesterday. I hope I saw several people like holding their cameras up, so I'm hoping they filmed us. Or they might have been filming specific people for their promotion. But Cookie has some pictures, and we'll be posting them hopefully later today, if not then later this week. And I got a few pictures, and it was just such a good time. You got to go up to Windy City Pulp and Paper. And wow, Michaela, that's too interesting, but congrats on the sales in Pekin. I agree completely. Way to go, girl. Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah, sales in Pekins were fantastic. Check out Tidbits and Scribbles tonight. I have a new sponsor and some goodies to show up. So check in tonight and look at Michaela's goodies when you tune in tonight. I know I'm always looking at them too. And yay, says Carl Witzman. Ace Bonnie's Stupid O'Clock was fun and funny Saturday night, especially the Kara conversation lane we went down. Oh, I love Kara. I really do. And she and I have been friends for a long time. And there's a story about her that I think is fun, but I can't tell it on the air. I don't want to embarrass her. And Brian Robin says, in doing research for my new spin-off series for Memoirs of an Angel, it got a lot crazier this past weekend. I tumbled down the rabbit hole of Freemason and Illuminati conspiracies. My goodness, what fuel it was for the series. You are going to love it. Brian, you and Clyde are going to have some fun. Dude, you're talking my wheelhouse there, buddy. Well, that's the thing when I was writing Bloodshot, the Coldest Warrior, which, by the way, might come back. Sort of. But anyway, in that, I was researching something called MK Ultra, which was a basically, if you've ever seen The Manchurian Candidate, the film The Manchurian Candidate, it was an attempt to create a soldier who would obey orders without question. And it was like the Muskegee Institute. It was one of the most shameful instances in U.S. history where science was used to attack our own people. They would give, in MK Ultra, they would use hypnotism and various psychedelic drugs to break down a person's mental patterns. And the thing was, it was public. The files were publicly released in the early 70s. However, the government, whoever was in charge of that, destroyed the records before all of them could be released. So we don't know the full extent of MK Ultra, but I started researching that, and that led to reading about, the Freemasons and the Illuminati and the lizard people running Hollywood and the government, etc. So anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to working with you on that, Brian. It's going to be so much fun. And Glenn B. Fleming, well done on your nominations, Joe. Excellent. One of our own here. Yay, Joe D. McPhee. And now for something completely different. Join the Far Island Groovy Kids by clicking on Star 76 for better days from yesterday. Today at 7 p.m. Central, I'll be showing the classic comedy Mighty Python and the Holy Grail uninterrupted and uncensored. So get your popcorn ready and be sure to hit the follow button on the artwork of Bill Sarn where everything old is new again. So there, Bill. Anyway, Bill admitted on Stupid O'Clock that he's trying to block the thing because Bill is 6 years old and he thinks that's funny. As the person who his studies have shown that when I show up on the thumbnail, my viewership goes up. So good luck, Bill. And the thing is, StreamYard is set up that you can't in this. And I will say, I have had people say, well, why are the comments in that lower? It is because of Bill Sarn putting these long things of promotion in, which I approve of, but trying also.
No, you approve of promotion.
I approve.
Not long things of.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and the shorter the better. In this case, but yeah, Bill says he tries to block me out, but it ain't happening because I'm in control. So there, Bill. Your game has been called. And Grant Lankard says the labor shortage is a good thing. The supply and demand ratio with labor has favored management over 20 years, which is why wages haven't risen. That and the fact that I think a lot of places are so corporate now that they're trying to keep all the money for themselves. And that's why, and I've been open about this, when this show is fully monetized by YouTube, we're going to try to trickle it down to our contributors so that they can keep putting on shows for you and keep improving their content. So labor shortage is not, there is a balance to be had there, Grant. Right now, when many auto plants are shutting down because they can't get the chips in that the cars need to run, and it's not just one chip, it's in Subaru's case, it's 12 different chips. But that's why also a lot of things are going up right now. Wood, groceries, a lot of this is going up, is rising in price simply because there's no one around to move this stuff. That's why the supply chain is so important. Brian Robin says, I personally know quite a few folks who have quit their jobs to pursue creative endeavors. I think a lot of folks are flipping the bird to the 9 to 5 and the low wages to be their own boss and pursue their own dreams. Yeah, and Brian, that's very online. I think that's very on target there. And the thing is, in my case at least, and I think in yours and many people on this page, the technology finally caught up to what we need. We have print on demand, we have internet, we have access to the same information that in the past was just in the purview of the big companies. So now we've got it too, and we can do things with it. And there are people in the independent book field, and I'm talking about novel writers who are making 6 and 7 figures a year, and it's all because of the way things work now. True, Grant, waitresses and restaurant workers might get paid better wages, and the corporations need to take a bit of a hit. Stockholders are not the only bosses, customers too. Agreed. And if it weren't for the stockholders, I'd probably still be working at the water company, which is, so happy ending in my case, but yeah, and a lot of corporations, they do a lot of things to please the P&L statements that they give to the stockholders. But the thing is, they don't take the human cost into effect. Like in my case, I was part of over 24 people that lost their jobs in the state of Illinois just because some bean counter out east made a small error in his predictions, but he got to keep his job. We didn't. But in my case, it worked out. In fact, I was talking with several other people. They got better jobs, better bosses. And a couple of people just finally said, okay, I'm retiring and enjoying life. So there's nothing wrong with that. And I think we're going to see, I think in the next 10 years, we might be seeing an end to tipping. For those of you who don't know, a lot of wait people only make like $2 and change an hour when the minimum wage is like about quadruple that. And that's because they are expected to make up the balance in tips. And great servers can do that. I had a friend who, back in the 80s, she would go to work at one of the Champaign restaurants, Champaign, Illinois, and she'd come back with like about $100 to $150 per shift. That was hers, and because she was a great waitress. But the thing is, I'm seeing a number of restaurants now basically say, okay, please come in. We pay our wait staff a living wage. Do not tip them. I've seen some places say do not tip them, but I have seen other places going, say that tip them only if you really do get exceptional service. That we are taking care of them. You don't have to, so they can take care of you. But anyway, we'll get that. And I said, hey, hello, Niobe Comics. How you doing? Good to see you. Society won't work if everyone tries to quit their day jobs, try to be famous. There isn't that many spots. I think there are, Niobe. I think we make our own spots. And tell me when you guys go to Jasper, and we'll meet you there. Oh, cool, Brian. We will do that thing. And good to see you, Niobe. Hope you're having a great morning. And the artwork of Bill Sarn, I think that German restaurant that Molly is thinking about is off the Hitler. No, Bill, that's not called for. Okay, that's tacky. And good morning. And
Bill.
Yeah, really, Bill. That wasn't funny. That wasn't good at all. In fact,
That's not Rising Tide.
that is not Rising Tide at all. That really isn't, okay? And Facebook user, good morning, happy Monday, Never Mornings, hugs and so much love. Love you too. Hope your morning is going well this morning. And Amy Hale, good morning, all. Heading back to the dentist in a bit. Complications from a tooth extra from last tooth extra or tooth extraction. Okay, thank you. I was wondering, like they installed a tooth? That's did they put it someplace they weren't supposed to? What? Anyway, Amy, I hope you have a great day. Mwah, good to see you, hon. As always, and we're looking forward to seeing you Saturday at the Benton, Illinois Civic Center, or the Community Center in Benton, Illinois. And you can learn why there's a George Harrison diorama at the north end of town on I-57, especially the fishbowl, the coffee-flavored dark beer. Whoa. Okay, now you've got me, Donna. You've got me on this. And Molly Daniels, my mom was showing off Creative Generations, the antho with my dad's stories of at a Bible study last week, and 2 women want to pay for copies. You never know where you'll find readers. That is so true, Molly. That is so true. And I might be persuaded to drink a fishbowl of Guinness, though. Might take me several hours, though. Chug, 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 Molly, chug, chug, Molly, chug, chug. A fishbowl of Guinness. Yeah, that has a great appeal to Brian. Anyway, from that, but it has to be drawn from the tap. It cannot be canned. Yeah, I don't care for the canned Guinness. In fact, I had the bottled Guinness a number of years ago, and I just didn't care for it. I'm spoiled. Anyway, don't remind me from the Desmos Ball Press Publisher says AWF Primetime Saturday Night is going up against Russ Leach's Only Death Can Save Us in the Best Graphic Novel category. That is a tough one to win. I would definitely go for a tie on that one. I think both of you guys are incredible. And Molly Daniels, my writers group keeps going up again against Neil Gaiman in the Imogen Awards. We show up, he does not, but guess who keeps winning? Yeah, you know what? The thing is, I think we need to have a word with the powers that be, because that's really not fair. That's really not fair. I think the participants in an anthology should be present. In most cases, and especially if they're just going to get Neil Gaiman to write their stuff for them. I good for them that they can get him, but it's still not fair to you guys. And good news, says Philip Thompson, the story is done and need to format it. Yes, keep working, Philip. You're doing great. And Brian Launchpad McQuack Rodman, I got mine too. I will be reviewing it in the next few weeks. And huzzah to Brian Rodman's new book. I'm going to be reading it over lunch. It looks good. And she is here. I see she's here. Cindy, please hang out, Cindy. And Brian Rodman says, thank you for the kind words, my friend. My goodness, all those Nevermorian names. Thank you all. That print is by the Eric Hawkins, of course. I thought I recognized that skillful line work there. As always, Eric, proud of you, brother. Proud of you so much. Anthony Below, good morning. Hi, everyone. Hi, Brian. How are you? Hope all's well with everyone. We are doing well. Glad to see you. And did you know that both Ted Kaczynski and Charles Manson both participated in the same psychological experiment? Very strange, says Grant Langer. Yes, and it is also rumored that Sirhan Sirhan, who has recently been granted the possibility of parole, he may have undergone it too, because the circumstances that led up to him assassinating Senator Robert F. Kennedy were very suspicious and very MK Ultra-like. So, more coffee. We'll get that later. And the real conspiracies are worse than any of those fanciful conspiracies, says Carl Witzman. I agree. The more you research that stuff, just the fact that our government would do that to its own people, that hasn't been seen since the day of the Nazis. It's terrifying. It really is. And if we've caught up with the so-called technology, think what they have now. Yikes. Well, they're keeping it at Area 51, Glenn. Not that I'm a conspiracy theorist or anyway. CindyCapCKOEPP.com. Cindy, hope you're watching. I know who this is from. I finally looked at the address label. So anyway, we're going to have one more box opening here. And this is, and I'm not worried about anyone seeing the address here because it's not this wonderful lady. So we're going to use this blade here and probably wind up slicing a major artery or something. There we go. Okay, we can put the blade away. Because I got this for $1 at Dollar Tree a couple of months ago. And that blade, I could do surgery on someone with it. It is that wicked. Anyway, we're going to, Okay. I have 2 years of college, and these things baffle me. But anyway, there's that. There we go. Ooh, I know what this is. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It is so beautiful. Hey, honey, look what I got. Do it this way.
Oh, ha! You got another mug.
I got another mug. Isn't it beautiful?
That's nice.
This is, orca coatings. They coated with real orcas? What? Throw that with the rest of the trash. We'll pick it up later. But thank you, Cindy. Thank you so much. Isn't this beautiful? We may have to have like 2 fists of coffee drinking here, But anyway, and please check out Bear Publications. Animal Eye is Cindy's latest novel and her very first comic book. It has gotten nothing but rave reviews for a good reason. Please check out her work. She's amazing. And books you need at Smashwords. Thank you. That's me. And bye, Bill. And wow, Cookie yelled at Bill. Just wow. Well, yeah. And I think she was very restrained. And I think we need to send a copy of Amazon Reviews Made Less Impossible with every book sold. I'm working on that, Cindy. But you can check out the e-version on Amazon right now. Thank you, Cindy. CKOEPP.com. Sign up for that newsletter. It will come out in about 12 days. You'll be glad. You'll thank me. And from the desk of a publisher, oh no, Bill got the executive producer upset at him. Don't piss Cookie off. Maybe too late for that. She didn't care for that. This is one of the things that when we get to super chat level, we are going to possibly talk to somebody about possibly being a producer. And I'm just real disappointed in you. I'm sorry. On a show like this, that's just that wasn't in good taste. And Robot Stomping Around, that is on Amazon from Nicholas Tockard. He is a great guy. Check him out Friday nights on the Historical Fencing Guild at 8 p.m. 7 p.m. Central Time. And the Scout Cracker. So I finally finished loading my van for the second time today for the second of 3 routes I've got to do. And the first thing I hear when I get back in the van is Bill Sarn making a Hitler joke. WTF. And hashtag don't die, don't push Cookie. Yes, there's only one person who seems to be able to get away with that. Barely. And Cindy Cap says, go get Nightreich. It's available now. It's John B. Pica's latest novel, and it is a great, great read. You got to check it out. Please. It is so good. And let's see. Here we go. And Molly Daniel says, canned Guinness, yuck, got to be draft. I agree. That once you had the draft on Guinness, it spoils you. You can't go back to anything with a lid on it ever again. And tune into the Dastardly Dingos on their YouTube channel there. Please subscribe to that. And also please follow them when they come to the Rising Tide Broadcast Network Tuesday starting in October. And the artwork of Bill Sarn says, I apologize for my poor attempt at off-the-cuff humor. It wasn't meant to offend anyone. Apology accepted, Bill. Thank you. But that's the sort of thing to a lot of people who don't even have to be from that area. It's a very sensitive issue. And we're supposed to be better than that. So, Bill, your apology is accepted, and thank you for that. Anyway, you need more nerd culture. Check out Ryan Permison's channel on YouTube. It's great. And Rick Bradley says, I think if this labor shortage is handled correctly, it should make for better lives. Corporations need to understand that they need employees, and employees need to understand they are worth having a job where they can live without stressing about their bills. Yeah, I agree with that. The only thing is, there are certain jobs that admittedly are entry level. That you get a job at McDonald's that unless you want to be a McDonald's manager or owner, you basically get that job to have a credit to go someplace else. But I see nothing wrong with a full-time 40-hour or even 37.5-hour a week worker making a job making enough at their job that they can at least afford the essentials in life. And I'm not talking about cable. I'm not talking about buying lottery tickets. I'm talking about food, rent, groceries, clothing
for them and their kids.
For clothing for them and their children. Yeah. In fact, I've seen some couple of European nations experiment with guaranteed income, which, the jury's out on that one. But basically, the minute you're born, you get like a stipend from the government. Now it's held in an account until you become of a certain age, so your parents can't spend all your money on beer, which is what I do if I got mine. but it also means that, and yes, everyone pays higher taxes as a result, and it's kind of like Big Brotherish to a degree. But by the same token, you turn 18, you've got your money for college. So I think society needs to examine how it does things, and some people are trying to make that change. And Brian Rahman, can Guinness's diarrhea water? I think you're being too kind. Guinness on tap is straight from the heavens. Yes. And Brian, when you come up here to Lafayette, there is a place that they closed down the Guinness contest to pour the perfect pint because our local place won it so handily. And Cindy Cap says, small press publisher desks. Well, you can purchase those things from Joe D. McPhee. He's a great carpenter. He assembles great stories. Check him out, and great interviews every Saturday night at 10 p.m. from the desk of a small press publisher. And go get Neurosis. Some of us have plenty of Neurosis, but you need Amy Hale's novel instead because she's awesome. And Sirhan didn't shoot RFK. He fired at him. But didn't hit him. What? I thought, I'm confused now. I thought he did. He did assassinate RFK. I do know that Roosevelt Greer pinned him down so the authorities could show up. And Warriors 3 from Amazon. Check them out. That's Michaela Jade's great fantasy series. And it's hot. It's good. And BKM now can two-fist his coffee. That sounds horrible. Yeah. I'm a two-fisted drinker. Yeah, that'll be me now. We're just going to we can skip the coffee IV. And Molly Dales, my Animal Eye coffee cup is the exact opposite, black with yellow. Well, I think I got a choice. I believe we had a choice. And this one I love this bright yellow color. It makes me happy. It is so sweet. And thank you, Cindy. That is so good. And check out Animal Eye at Bear Publications. It is so good. And Poetry from Teresa Dunn, available on Amazon. Poetry Expressions Volume 2. And it is Circle Fancy Guild at 7 p.m. on Friday. It is always a good time. And Scott Crocker, Joe D, what do you mean by now? I'm sure that he would go fist coffee with his mug collection. Yeah, and the thing is, every now and then I have to go through my coffee mugs. This is actually, aside from the Rising Tide one, this is probably the first coffee mug I've gotten in like a couple of years, simply because lack of space. Yeah, pretty much. We have to, it's like the opposite of a Hydra. Every time I get a new one, I have to throw out 2 of them just to make room. And Brian Rahman, for everyone who has read Memoirs of an Angel, head to Goodreads and give us a review. Oh, you're there now. Okay, excellent. I will go there, sir. And Comics Talk with Pops Van Zandt, you got to check that out. And CromCon is coming up in a couple of weeks, so check that show out. Always a great number of creators. It is a fantastic event. And Luke Stone has hybrids. You can check him out at lukestonestudios.com. Check him out. Also brand new, being published on Arrow Comics 4.0. Great stuff. And Bear Publications, you got to get them. And there's also all kinds of swag you can get there too. Check out Bear Publications and pick up Cindy's work because she's awesome. And also, by the way, I'm serious that you should make a comic book of you 4 from Comic Book Spectrum, and you all have superpowers, says Rick Bradley. Oh my God. Well, Brian and Eric could draw it, and Clyde and I could write it. I have this giant protective ego. I have this ego. That's it. My job is defensive. I keep the sexual predators off this board. And Cindy Cap says, Zombies in Oz. Check out the work of Eric S. Hawkins. Eric must be sleeping in or got real grown-up job stuff. Anyway, Eric, we're hoping you're having a great day. Check out the work of Eric S. Hawkins on Comixology. Also Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Comic Book Spectrum with myself, Brian Rodman, Clyde Hall, and the Eric Hawkins, Captain Eric Hawkins. And I forgot about that. Skunk Rockers is a small press publisher. And check out Ren Millian. She is awesome. Ren Millian. Anna Maria has said she's going to teach me how to use Twitch. I am so excited for that. And Nebulizers and Angel Memoirs, you can get them at brianrodman.com. All the good stuff. And Stormgate Press, check out Pulp Reality 1 and 2, the award-winning anthology. I'm respectable now. I don't know how to deal with it. And Glenn B. Fleming says, although I don't agree with tipping, I do when I'm in the U.S. It's the culture when in Rome. Yeah, I think it's going to be a long time before tipping goes away, and I don't think it's a horrible thing. But it has become like if you do your job minimally well, you get the tip. And I do it simply because I know the waitresses are not making minimum wage. So, I'm just trying to help. And every now and then I get somebody that, gives exemplary service. And, I'm not a cheap tipper. I really am not. Because I know where they're coming from. And Hyper Sanity Books for Reviews, go to that. Yeah, I gotta check that out some more, Cindy. That's a great idea on that site there. Book reviews. And Rural Cruise does more than Animal Eye art. So you check him out at artstation.com/Rural Cruise. He is a fantastic artist, and he and Cindy are like the Simon and Kirby of game lit comic books. And the conundrum of job and caretaking suggestions from Victoria Adams. We love Victoria. She is a great writer. Please check out her stuff on Amazon there. And Scott Crocker said, yeah, whatever people complain about this, that, and the other thing regarding taxes and the raising thereof, I'm just like, we don't have to raise taxes. We just need to budget our taxes differently. I fully agree. The problem, I think, is part of our taxes have become politicized. You hear about pork barrel stuff, like the Affordable Care Act was as thick as it was. I heard because a lot of senators, well, as long as you're talking about everyone getting health care, how about you build this bridge in my county so I can get a few extra votes? What's going on out there? Oh, the garbage truck. This is why we want to move the broadcast station down to the basement. A little less of that. But anyway, Grant Langer says, I'm going to not die and go feed Angie. Have a wonderful day all. Oh, mwah to Angie, and good luck to you, Grant. Don't die. We want you to come back, brother, and give Angie a hug from all of us. And there were multiple options for mugs. Much thanks for your help. Cindy, thank you for giving me something I could gleefully promote. I really am proud of you. And Trolls Can Be Hero too. Check out S.L. Rowland's book on Amazon.com, and Sarnard76 for vintage cartoonists. Definitely, he's very talented. We got to get him some work. And Cindy Kemp says, and out of break, join me at the debut Comic and Toy show, the return of QuadCon, Five Flags Event Center, October 3rd, and Des Halloween Comic and Toy Show QuadCon Des Moines at October 30th. To get cool books and dragons and comics and other fun stuff, don't forget to tip your host. Thank you. Bring Cookie home. Thank you. And sign up for Rising Tides newsletter. Bug you later. You haven't bugged me yet, girl. Love you, hun. Hope you have a great day. And if you want to sign up for my free newsletter, go to www.risingtide.pub. And check out our new design. Damian Waldron redesigned our website, and it is gorgeous, and it works beautifully. And the artwork of Bill Sarn says, the conspiracy is who shot RFK is almost as big and insane as who shot JFK. Maybe this could be a future topic on Ted Davies' Conspiracy Show. I'd watch it. I would too. I love the Truth Mongers every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Definitely. And well, it's about that time for this, Brian, at least, says Brian Robin. I'm going to go grab something to eat. You should too, and feed Cookie while you're at it. Well, she's earned it. I agree. She has. She put up with me all day yesterday. Have a great Monday, everyone. Go out and make this world a brighter place. Hashtag bring Cookie home. Hashtag good luck with that at work, Cookie, and hashtag laugh like the shadow. Oh, Brian bought a book about me. Oh, that's cool. Thank you, Brian. Anyway, thank you, Brian Rodman. You and Robin have a great day, and thank you for these great comics and the swag. You are awesome. And Carl Westman says, good idea, Grant. I need to feed Donna. Don't die, feed Cookie. Well, don't die, feed Donna. I fully understand. Have a great day, everyone. You too, Carl Westman. Have a great day. Thank you for being here, man. And T-40 till executive producer calms down and hashtag time to feed Cookie. Yeah. And Ariana Cherry, poet and artist. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Ariana. Mwah. Hope you're doing well, sweetheart. Check out Cherry. It's now not Cherry House Press anymore. I gotta get used to that. But anyway, put up your links, please. And love y'all, but work tasks are staring. Y'all have a wonderful day. You too, Nick Tockard. Have a great one. And JFK RFK will be on Truthmongers when Ted lets me. I know. That's why I should be his stunt double. And I'll bring you on and you just talk about that stuff and I'll just sit here and go, Anyway, Sarah, since Pops isn't here, I want and need to apologize for a bad reaction a little bit ago. I'm sorry. I hope that's much appropriate to say during the show. Much love, and about to head to Mattoon. Sarah, mwah. Yes, and I think I know the reaction, and I'm sorry too, but for different reasons. Thought we'd nailed that door shut. But anyway, you have a great day, Sarah. Check in later. I will check on you, okay? And with that, we are caught up, and I like this. I like closing a little bit early. I can get my stuff done too. So anyway, we're closing off the comments. If you post something, chances are we will save that. You can save the comments for another show. So anyway, folks, have a wonderful day. And we've got some people to thank, of course, and one of them, naturally, is Jeffrey Hayes at Plasma Fire Graphics. Plasma Fire Graphics, and look if your book matters to you. Okay, we'll read a few more. Sarah, I do love you, hon. And I look forward to a good report later on. And Ariana, our cherry poet and artist, says, my Facebook shop has been much better than my Etsy shop. Amazing. Well, it's got more of a reach, so it's a good idea that you're taking advantage of it. And thanks, Brian, another doozy. Glenn B. Fleming, thank you for being here and helping make it so, sir. And Carl Wisman has declared that the comment section is now closed, so Carl's will be law. Anyway, thank you, Carl. Thank you, everyone, for watching today's show. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you all have a great Monday, and I hope you all check out our Patreon page. Patreon is a monthly subscription service where you can support your favorite creators directly, and check out these people too, because they all have their Patreon pages that are worth your support and examination. And if you want to know what I offer you for your monthly subscription, aside from apologies for ignoring you for 3 weeks, I am so sorry about that. Go to www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris and see what we can do for you in return for your direct support of our ventures. And we want to thank the Rising Tide Broadcast Network also for your support. You guys, I've done a lot of things recently that I wasn't sure related to the broadcasting. Wasn't sure how strong my position is, but your support and friendship have meant the world to me the last few weeks. And we promise we will redouble our efforts to make this a safe place to be. So anyway, bad guys start fleeing now. Anyway, check us out. Tonight at 7 p.m. will be Michaela Jade's Tidbits and Scribbles. She is always informative. And if you have any hopes of elevating your game in the creative fields, she is the lady that's going to let you, is going to give you a hand to get you out of there. And anyway, I'm going to, out of your doldrums, out of your daily 9 to 5, and do the stuff you desperately crave to do in the creative fields. Anyway, I watch that show and I take notes. So anyway, follow Michaela Jade's YouTube channel also, and then also please subscribe to mine, because we are having the YouTube challenge right now, 1,100 subscribers by the end of Halloween night. And if we do the following Friday, we will have a 12-hour Nevermind the Furthermore with guests and giveaways. So please check us out. All right. And let's see, what else have we got here? Donna, thank you, hon. You have a great day, and well, I guess I'll go and say it. Don't die feed cooking. I guess I'll see y'all Wednesday, because that'll be about the time I get off work. Oh, Skunk, stay strong, brother. Love you, man. Love you, and looking forward to seeing you at HallowCon. And Sarah, I love you, hon. You have a great one too. And that will do it for us. And we'll have a few videos from some people I think you need to pay attention to, and send them some of your hard-earned money, because they do incredible stuff just like you do. And if you haven't already, I hope you get started, and soon. The time to start is now. There's never been a better time, and it's better to play catch up with the technology than just sit around and wait for it to become what you want it to be. There's a lot of work that goes into this, and the sooner you start it, the better off you'll be. This last weekend showed me that I'm on the right track. I'm doing what I need to do, and I'm hoping we can bring some of you with us. And also check out, starting October, we will start a brand new everyday show. We are going daily once again, and it's called BK Minutes. And we're going to start your day off just like Michaela, or maybe we'll do something late at night. Who knows? But anyway, we're going to share some of the things we've learned, and vent some of the things that are on our minds, and maybe help you up your game too, and get you to where you need to be. So anyway, that is what we've got here. And so we're going to sign off now. We remember tomorrow night we will have Rebecca Westerman on Clever Title Pending. Looking forward to seeing her on here. She's an incredibly talented lady who does a lot of great things and does them all well. So please check us out and bring your questions, because this is going to be a great learning opportunity about publishing. And sometimes we go off on tangents like movies and comic books and stuff, but tomorrow night we're going to keep it on books. Okay, so let's do that, and we'll have a great time with Rebecca tomorrow night, and we hope you'll join us. And then the week after will be Stuart Sager, and then we'll have a panel discussion to close out the first season of Clever Tile Pending, and then the following week will be the Dastardly Dingoes taking over that time slot. I'm looking forward to seeing what Brian and Chad and Jeremy do on here. It'll be a great time, and we hope you'll support them as you supported us. So everyone, thank you for being here. And as always, folks, we say stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, and never apologize for being awesome, because that's just what you are. Thank you all for being here, and have a great Monday, and make it a great Monday for someone else. Everyone, take care. We'll see you tomorrow night on Clever Tile Pending, and again on Wednesday at 10 a.m. on Nevermind the Furthermore. Have a great one, everyone.
Thank you for watching Nevermind the Furthermore, a Rising Tide Broadcast Network production. If you enjoyed any part of this show, please give it a like or a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and consider becoming one of our Patreon supporters. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time on Nevermind the Furthermore.
The campaign to end World War II would begin with D-Day, but the fight that would shape the destiny of all mankind would be fought elsewhere. In space. Allied with beings from another world, the crew of the cargo plane Flying Rebel battle the horrifying evils of Project Ares and a madman hell-bent on becoming the Emperor of Earth. Stormgate Press presents the Doomsday Blitzkrieg. Get your copy today.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com today.
Now, every Sunday morning, longtime independent comics creator and Indie Volt podcaster Randy Zimmerman hosts a discussion on the lighter side of comics, the more whimsical and fun comics out there on the Sunday Funnies. That's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday on Indie Volt, indievolt.com, the Indie Volt YouTube channel, and the usual Indie Volt sites on Facebook. Listen in, won't you? Participate in the chat. Let's have some fun. See you there.
Southwest of Chicago, there is a small, secluded cemetery known as Bachelors Grove, and it is one of the most haunted places in the United States. Author Brian K. Morris brings you a collection of writings that will help you navigate this ghostly graveyard, if you dare. The Haunting Scripts of Bachelors Grove is available now on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.